So I'm going to start off, trying to start with the basics, that you've ordered your nappies, you've never used them before, and you're like, what the heck is that? So we're going to start with what the parts are. So here we are, I've got a 2-part nappy, but it doesn't matter what if you've got a 2-part nappy, an all-in-one nappy, yes, that's pop, or an all-in-2, or you've got a pocket nappy. In the end, they've all got the same parts to them, just made up in a different way. So the outside part is the waterproof cover, and that's the waterproof part, and that bit goes the furthest away from baby skin, so closest to baby's clothing. And this stops the wet nappy from underneath going through. Now, if you've got a 2-part system, well, you know, if you've got a 2-part system is got 2 parts. You've got the waterproof cover and an entirely separate, you don't attach it together in any way, nappy. So in a 2-part system, the waterproof cover comes off entirely, and you change it roughly every 4th change. So with a newborn, that tends to be first thing in the morning, then at lunchtime, then in the evening. If you've got an older child, after about sort of 3 or 4 months, you probably only change the cover morning and evening, so 1 every 12 hours. So waterproof cover on the outside. The next bit on the inside is the nappy, and this is the main absorbency. This is the part that's going to absorb the wee and contain the poo inside there. Now I'm going to open it up further. Now inside this nappy is a tongue. It's actually a booster, and this is an integral part of the nappy. In this design, it can be removed, and that's to make the nappy slimmer for a younger baby. And as baby gets older, you can pop it back in. Now, not all nappies it's removable. It really depends on the design. But don't think of that, if your nappies come like that, don't think of that booster as a nighttime booster. It's actually an integral part of the daytime. And then your final part is a liner. Now, there we go, a liner. 2 choices. We can either have a paper liner, which is disposable, not flushable, but disposable, or reusable fleece liner. Now, the last sort of week or so with everything that's going on, we've been recommending that people kind of, even if you want to go paper, you have a backup of fleece just in case you get stuck and run out of paper liners. We're not sure if the warehouse is closing today. We've locked down entirely. We have unplugged the fridge, you know, left the door open. We've completely turned everything off because we're waiting for tonight's announcement from Boris, and we've got a feeling we're not going to be allowed back in, but we shall see. If you went for the paper liners and you run out and we're not open, fleece liners, if you've got an old fleece blanket, something like that, you can chop it up and then lo and behold, you get a fleece liner. This is a really fluffy one, but normal smooth fleece is ideal. It does the same job to keep baby feeling dry and to make getting rid of poo that little bit easier. So they're all your main parts. So it's not as complicated, hopefully, as it first seems. Lots of people always worry that, you know, oh, there's so many parts to a nappy, disposables, one, you know, just one thing. I always try and explain it. It's like putting on a vest and then a t-shirt. You know, putting a wrap over the top really isn't that hard. So to recap, waterproof cover goes on the outside. Inside goes the nappy, the absorbent section. Your nappy may come with an integral booster to increase absorbency. You can also fold that booster. Say this is a bamboozle and I've got it flat at the moment, but if you've got a boy, they tend to wee at the front, so you could fold it towards the front to concentrate your absorbency. Girls, you could fold it a little bit more at the back. It's up to you. And the final layer that goes next to baby's skin is the liner. Now, the key bits that people always get mixed up is a booster and a liner, and often when we get emails, we have to clarify what they're, you know, what bit they mean. The way to think of it is, if you're not sure, is booster. The word booster, it's boosting, it's increasing something, it's increasing your absorbency. A liner just lays there, it lines, it doesn't have any absorbency, and this is often where people go wrong. Go, well, I added an extra liner in there. If you add 2 liners in your nappy, you haven't done anything. You know, you're still not going to make it more absorbent. Boosting is where you get the extra absorbency. So that's your 2-part nappy. That's Mr. Nappy Lady sneezing in the background. At least he's not on the camera tonight, you know. I've got a stand on my new iPad, so we don't need his fantastic camera skills. Right, so that was your 2-part nappy. How about if you didn't buy a 2-part nappy and you bought an all-in-one nappy and they've appeared and you don't know what you're doing? So this is an all-in-one nappy. Yes, it's a pop, the nappy everybody wants. I have one. So it's an all-in-one, but it still has the same parts. They're just put together differently. So the outside is the waterproof cover. Okay, just the same as it was in that one, waterproof cover. But inside this nappy, the absorbency is attached. The absorbency, same as that first nappy I showed you, but it's attached into the nappy so that you can't lose it. Now this nappy, this all-in-one, doesn't come with any separate booster, but you know, you can add one in if you need it, or you can add a paper liner in there. But basically, it's your main parts, waterproof cover and absorbency liner. Choose which one you want. If you'd gone for a, let's go for this one. This always confuses people. An all-in-two nappy. So this is a peanut system, all-in-two, not to be confused with a two-part. All-in-two, two sections, ta-da, that can be separated, but once you pop them together, it's all in together. But again, it's got the same parts. You've got your waterproof cover, and you've got your absorbency inside, and with the peanut it comes with two pads. So think of one, you've got your big main one, plus the little one is a little booster. So again, your main parts, waterproof cover, nappy, the absorbent section, and again, choose your liner. Which one do you want, paper liner or fleece liner? Again, the choice is yours. So even though it's a different style of nappy, you've still got the same parts. The final one I'm going to show you tonight is a pocket nappy. So if you bought pocket nappy, what is it? So you've got waterproof cover, okay, just like all our other waterproof covers, does the same job. It's there to keep babies' clothes dry. And inside there's like a little pouch that I can stick my hand in. There's the puppet. Okay. So, and that is fleece there. So that is in a pocket nappy, and every single pocket nappy has got fleece inside, and the fleece is sewn all the way round apart from that little pouch. Okay, so with a pocket nappy you wouldn't need to use a separate fleece liner because you've got one. However, you can use a paper liner if you wanted in there, and again, paper liners tend to make getting rid of poo a little bit easier. Choice is yours. So on a pocket nappy, waterproof cover, fleece that's next to baby skin. Where's your absorbency? Here it is. Two pads. These are your nappy section. This is going to absorb the wee. And with a pocket nappy, you stuff them inside that pouch. Now you haven't got to be, you know, the first few times you do it, you'll probably take really loads of care and, you know, make sure it's all laid out nice. Yeah, you'll soon be stuffing that in. Just stuff it inside. So it's in there. There you go. That's all in there inside that pouch there, you see. And that's your nappy made up. So if you've got a pocket nappy. So whichever nappy system that you've ordered and you've got, all got the same sections. Waterproofing, absorbency, possibly a booster, and a liner of some sort. Now, if you're going to use your nappies at night time, you will need an additional booster. Not the one that's attached with your nappy, an additional one. This happens to be a Ella's House bum booster. It's made of hemp. It's actually quite thin, but it's super absorbent. So for your nighttime nappy, you would have your nappy and your additional absorbency in there. So that's it for tonight, guys.